Welcome to UTM's Child Labs channel. Today, we're exploring children's beliefs on emotions and attention. Charlie and Lola are going to learn about history at school. This morning, Charlie is in a good mood, but Lola is feeling a little down. Which of them do you think will be better at paying attention to the history lesson? Charlie or Lola? If the answer seems obvious to you, it's probably because you understand that moods and emotions can affect your ability to learn new information. Grasping which emotions may help or hinder learning is important because it can guide individuals in regulating their feelings to improve learning performance. Researchers at the University of Toronto Mississauga's Child Lab wanted to explore when children begin to grasp that emotions play a role in their ability to pay attention and learn. Around the age of 5, children start recognizing that negative emotions can affect their school performance, similar to adults. However, it's not entirely clear how they perceive the effects of positive emotions on their academic skills, or if they understand the intricate connections between emotions and school success. For example, do kids recognize that strong positive emotions can sometimes be a distraction? We can think of it like stress in performance. Being a little stressed motivates us to do better, but too much stress? We may just freeze up and shut down. UTM researchers Delavina, Golding, and Longford conducted 2 studies to investigate how children reason about the effects of emotional states of varying intensities on attention at school. In the first study, they showed 5 to 7-year-olds and adults 2 characters experiencing different emotions and asked which character would be better at paying attention in school. The stories had different combinations of emotions, ranging from very sad to very happy. The study revealed that both children and adults think that the sadder you are, the harder it is to focus. However, children believe that the happier you are, the better your attention is. In contrast, adults believe that attention is better when one is just a little happy. In a follow-up study, the researchers presented 5 and 8-year-olds similar stories where characters had to pay attention in school while experiencing different emotions. This time, they asked the participants if it would be easy or hard for the characters to pay attention and to explain why they thought so. Once again, only adults believe that being extremely happy is not optimal for paying attention. By contrast, children said that paying attention is easiest if one is very, very happy. Interestingly, when children were asked to explain their answers, they mostly talked about how emotions affect the character's motivation to learn. Adults, on the other hand, also brought up the role of distracting thoughts as a factor in focusing, along with motivation. For example, there might be a situation where you're trying to focus on a project, but you keep getting distracted by thoughts about an upcoming vacation. Despite being motivated to finish and focus on your work, the constant daydreaming about the vacation becomes a distracting thought that hinders our ability to fully concentrate on what we need to. These findings suggest that young children find it challenging to grasp the idea that, during intense emotions, the mind is preoccupied with the source of those emotions. So, why is this information important? Understanding how emotions can affect our ability to think and learn is important, especially for school-aged kids. It's like having a toolkit that helps them keep an eye on whether they need to regulate their feelings to avoid getting distracted. As we conclude our exploration, let's recap what the researchers found. Children and adults alike believe that learning is easier during positive emotional states compared to negative ones. Further, children and adults also believe that the greater the intensity of negative emotions, the harder it is to focus and learn. However, children, particularly younger ones, struggle to recognize that intense positive emotions might also be distracting, perhaps because they don't readily understand that emotions can be mentally absorbing. Now, why does this matter, especially for parents and educators? Well, simply telling children to calm down might not be the perfect solution. Understanding these nuances is vital in creating a supportive learning environment. Parents and teachers play a crucial role here. Explaining that intense emotions often come with distracting thoughts can help children discern when emotions may facilitate or impede learning. These efforts ultimately set the stage for raising children who are better at managing their emotions to enhance learning. Thanks for watching. Want to share this information with your children? Check out our kid-friendly version here.